The lease for the school comes with a termination clause, which allows both parties to end the agreement after 1 year. And this is where the problem lies. DOE is looking at staying at the campus beyond the 1-year lease and is asking the landlord, Cortec, to make modifications to make the school more user-friendly. But the Attorney General has since offered an opinion that would require Cortec to go through the government's procurement process to do such work. Cortec doesn't think that will be necessary.
We're here to help the school. We just need to know what they want. So even in this process, the AG's opinion that I saw talked about DOE following a procurement process for all the improvements that they want to make. And so what's not clear to us is we know what improvements they want. They want basically paved parking, a covered walkway. The smallest of the expenses is additional science labs and classrooms. We just basically, for us, we just be whatever process they want us to follow, we'll follow it. But I don't think that we'd be interested in making big capital upgrades to a facility that's going to have a short-term use.
Tenorio says they are more than willing to make modifications, but says the company would find it difficult to spend that much money if the facility will only be used for a short time.
The original procurement was for 10 years, and the lease agreement is for 10 years, but what it was changed last year to was it gave them both sides an option to terminate the lease after the first full year. So on June 30th of this year will be the first full year based on the contract, and then we have to take a look at what we want to do. We don't want to be in a situation to leave kids without a school. So, we've always said that the property would probably be, best suited for the community to use as a school. The government just needs to figure out amongst its branches and its divisions how they're going to actualize that, and if that's something that they want to do or if they need to do based on the DEIS and all the DOE facility needs that we all know about.
Meanwhile, the governor's legal counsel, Ray Haddock, says the confusion came about after the Education Policy Board raised questions regarding the lease agreement.
What apparently has happened is the Education Policy Board had some questions regarding the contract, and they sent that over to the AG's office, and the AGs came back with some answers to their questions. However, we don't believe that or there was some miscommunication, I guess, in regards to the way the Education Policy Board presented their questions.
Haddock says the lease is for 10 years, but the legislature passed a law that would allow the lease for the school for just 1 year. So what will need to happen now is that the law will have to be amended.
What they're trying to do is get the contract back into the same position it was before the legislature only wanted it for a 1-year commitment. So what they're trying to do is get some of the improvements that the lessor said that they had to take away if it was just going to be guaranteed for 1 year, and now DOE said that they're willing to extend the time frame and they want some of those improvements put back in the agreement.